and welcome to It Is Well PT. I know that sometimes you want to get in core, but it's so hard because you're just trying to sneak in your runs. So this is all about helping you get in your core workout. All of this core workout is standing. That means if you're waiting on your group to show up, or the person that you're running with, or if you're just trying to get something in right before your trail run and you're in a parking lot, you don't have to worry about getting on the ground. You can sneak in this core workout easy enough. So let's get started. So we're gonna start by touching your foot on the inner part right by your arch. So as you're crunching and touching, you're thinking about upper rib cage coming down towards the opposite hip. So coming down, crunch, coming down, crunch. Good. And each time you're also thinking about using that hip flexor. That hip flexor is so important for driving our motion forward. So you want to make sure that you're engaging that as you're crunching forward, using that quad as well. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to straighten out that leg. Same thing. You're using a little bit more quad here. So really tighten that quad. You should feel your kneecap come up. So if you watch my kneecaps here, if I squeeze my quad, that kneecap rises. That's what you want to feel as you're doing this. And then same thing, crunching from that upper rib cage down to that pelvis. Tapping, alternating. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lift out to the side. So you're going to stand on one leg. Here we're working that outer glute, that hip stability, while we're using those obliques to crunch up. You can do first bent leg and then add in a straight leg. Now, if this feels too easy, we're going to add a side crunch to it. So lengthen, shorten, lengthen, shorten, side bend as you do this, thinking about bringing that rib cage down towards that pelvis on the same side. And again, you're working that hip stability here, but you're also working that muscle on the side, especially if your leg is straight. Good. Let's get a little bit more range of motion for 5, 4. Good job, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. So again, starting out just that opposite. Sorry, we're going to go straight out to the side. So starting just at that knee bend, not a huge side bend, and then if that's too easy, bring that leg up, keeping that leg nice and straight, and then if you want to add in the arm and that extra side bend, go ahead and do so here, just like so. Again, this glute should be on fire now. You worked it a little bit, and now we're having to stabilize on that hopefully fatigued hip muscle. Good, guys. Keep going. We have 5. Make it a little longer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to go into knee repeaters. So you're going to angle yourself towards the side. Arms are up. You're thinking about engaging that core even in this bent over position. We're loading that front leg. This is all that front leg, and then opposite. So glute on that front leg side, and then hip flexor and core on the opposite. So you're going to crunch up and then extend, crunch up, extend. So again, all of that weight is on that front foot. The back foot is just tapping, and then using that side core, using that hip flexor to draw that in. Good. Okay, we're going to pick it up a little bit. We're going to go 20 seconds right here. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Breathing in as you come down, out as you come up. So a little bit quicker breath here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're going to switch sides. So start out nice and slow. Arms up. Weight is all on that front leg. Bring that up using that hip flexor on the back. So if you're stabilizing, if you're doing the same size as me, your right leg is forward, thinking about grounding through that big toe, grounding through your heel, not allowing yourself to bend in, bend out, really engaging that core. We have 15 seconds, pick it up. Good. Put a smile on your face, look up. Don't watch your knee. You can look right in front of you to keep that neck in line with your spine. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna go back to that hip stability. So it's really important when you run that you have good pelvic rotation as well as thoracic rotation. If not, then we get really big compensations from our arms or from our hips. Our hip may dip, our hip may like circumduct. There's so many different things. So we want to make sure we have good hip stability and rotation. So this combines them both. So stand on that left leg, and then I want you to go down like you're doing a airplane or a single leg deadlift. So you're gonna touch the opposite side. So if I'm doing a regular single leg deadlift, I'm aiming, my pelvis is staying stable. I'm aiming for that ground right in front of me. This one, I'm going to aim a little bit more towards that stance leg. So that way my pelvis is rotating. If you feel super off balance, like you can't rotate and maintain balance, you can tap that toe behind you so that you can stabilize there. And then on your way up, you're going to rotate the opposite direction. So think of that crunch motion like we did when we were touching your foot on the beginning, or in the beginning. You're going to rotate and crunch the opposite rib cage to the opposite pelvis. So you're going to touch and then rotate. And then you can stop in between or go right back into it. Touch and rotate. We have 30 seconds on this side. We're already about 10 in. If you started early, good for you. Bonus for you. Again, if you're losing balance, you can tap that foot or stop in between, regain it. Good. Woo. Off balance today, that is for sure. Now, if you're doing this barefoot, a little bit easier. If you have a really high stability shoe, you're gonna have a lot more cushion. It's a lot harder to stabilize. That can be a good thing, but if you're already struggling with stability, you might want to even think about changing up your footwear. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake that out. Switch legs. Same thing. Touch opposite, and then you can tap your toe in between, especially if you're losing balance, and then regain. So tap hand, tap foot, and rotate. Good. Feeling that leg shake a little. Now you can do this without engaging your core very much, but the whole idea is if we have intention, if we bring our mind to our body and really tighten those core muscles, you're gonna get more out of it. So really aim for tightening that core. If you're not sure if you're tightening your core the right way, go check out my foundations video. That's gonna explain how to do it well. Good. We have 5, 4. Let's do one more. Good. Finish it out. Awesome work. All right, now the last exercise is high knees. If you are doing this as a warm-up, this is perfect time to do some high knees and then maybe incorporate even more plyo drills to work that tendon health, okay? Let's start in that high knee position. You're gonna go nice and slow at first. So making sure that opposite hand comes up with opposite knee and making sure that you get that little bit of forward lean. So really working that crunch as you go. Now, if this feels good, you can bring it up into some high knees. Now, if this feels good, start adding opposite elbow to opposite knee. So if you're just doing the march variation, you can slow it down. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. If you're doing the upper variation, keep going. Keep going. We have 10 more seconds. Get a little bit more rotation. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Give me a big deep breath in. Out. You can come down. One more in. Arch that back. Stretch that core. Breathe out. Awesome job, guys. You did an awesome job. You did something that is beneficial to not only your body, not just your core, but to your running form and your efficiency. So pat yourself on the back. Good job. If you want more videos like this, check out my foundations core for runners and stay tuned for more exercises and core work just for you.